The Path of the Yoga Sutras, A Practical Guide to the Core of Yoga, by Nikolai Bachman. Part 1, Key Principles. Chapter 5, Viveka, Keen Discernment. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. Dr. Seuss. The ability to choose wisely and separate the wheat from the chaff is fundamental to the practice of yoga. Without this ability, our thoughts, words, and actions are limited to the whim of habitual tendency and the prison of involuntary conformity. Yoga involves a commitment to freeing our heart and mind of unnecessary and unhelpful baggage and focusing instead on our path toward contentment and inner happiness. Viveka is knowing and consciously discerning one object from another. We are making decisions and judgments all the time, every day, such as what to eat, how to dress, where to go, and what to do. Exercising clear judgment, taking into account what is helpful versus harmful, and what works in the short term versus the long term, can help us avoid future suffering. Access to as much information as possible gives us the broadest view and highest chance of making the best decision. For example, you are interviewing people for positions at your company. It is up to you to determine the most important characteristics you are looking for, beyond just qualifications on paper. Someone who may not have much experience, but learns quickly and is thorough might fare better than one who has so much experience that they are set in their ways and cannot adapt easily. Sometimes the simple quality of getting along with others is more important than anything else. Viveka helps us make healthy choices in life. Stepping back and quietly contemplating what we really want in life can initiate actions in that direction. What kind of career do we want? What qualities are we looking for in a life partner? Which places would we like to live in or explore? Using keen discernment, we can carve for ourselves a path that is happier and more fulfilling. The choices we make now determine our future. In any action, it is important to know who or where we are now, our current state, where we want to go, a direction, and the steps necessary to get there. Observing ourselves closely through quiet contemplation and listening to others can give us a sense of who we are. How we react to touchy situations can provide valuable information about our deep behavioral patterns. Recognizing the existence of our discomfort or pain, dukkha, identifying its cause, and then working to consciously weaken that cause will eventually eliminate suffering. Keen discernment along the way is not only helpful, but also necessary for this process to be effective. Viveka can help us avoid being harmed due to lack of knowledge or experience. For example, a child may see a colorful mushroom as something that might taste good, unaware it is toxic, while a botanist or mycologist could discern the difference between an edible and a poisonous mushroom. Viveka also means separating what is useful from what is not, like throwing away the inedible outer peel of an orange and keeping the juicy inner part. We can minimize contact with those who bring us down and influence us in a harmful way, while maximizing our time spent in the company of people who support our chosen path. We may have teachers who are filled with wisdom, yet falter in other areas of life. We can listen to and integrate the wisdom, while not allowing their failings to affect us. On a deeper internal level, Viveka can help us distinguish between our changing body and our unchanging inner light of awareness. Without Viveka, individuals identify the body as themselves. They think they are their body and nothing more. With Viveka, the body is seen as an instrument only, a formation of matter and energy that does not affect our true nature, our inner light of awareness. Keen discernment results from practicing the 8 limbs of yoga, Ashtanga, which remove impurities from the body and clear the heart-mind of undesirable baggage, allowing the inner light of awareness to shine through. Whenever our faculty of judgment listens to our clear inner voice instead of our ego, we act selflessly. Viveka supports diligent practice, abhyasa, and not clinging to external objects, vairagya. As we learn to step back and quietly observe what is going on around us, we can figure out what action would be most beneficial to ourselves and others at the same time. As we observe our own personal practice, we can carefully discern what is working and what is not, and then make modifications to maximize our efforts. As we turn inward, more and more outer objects and events become useless to us, and we are able to let go of any attachment to them. Thoughts. Distinguishing what changes from the unchanging light within us is a way to end suffering. With a clear heart-mind, I can develop the ability to determine what is helpful and what is not. I will make wise and informed decisions for the benefit of all sentient beings. Exercises. The next time you have to make an important decision, collect as much information as possible, then sit quietly for some time. Try and view all the angles before making your decision. Will peer pressure factor into your decision? When you see someone whom you need to interact with but do not like very much, try and separate their personality from the divine inner light of awareness residing within them. Take time to meditate on the dynamic between you and see if there is a way to improve your interactions. Think of more areas in your life where you could practice more viveka and how you might practice it. End of chapter 5.